everyone's hiding on the internet. Some stay forever anonymous behind long usernames and fake pictures. Others go too far, thinking their anonymity keeps them safe. Instead, their actions on the internet only get them arrested, or worse. These are 5 men and women who thought they were hidden online and said or did anything they wanted, only to get busted in broad daylight. 4chan user who threatened to kill sheriff. We start with Richard Golden, a 38-year-old 4chan user who lives in his mom's house. In March of 23, in an extremist chat room, Golden, who thought he was anonymous, threatened Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood. Chitwood had recently gone viral for a rant against white supremacist and anti-Semitic groups. Golden's response in an online chat room? Just shoot Chitwood in the head and he stops being a problem. They have to find a new guy to be the problem, but shooting Chitwood in the head solves an immediate problem permanently. Just shoot Chitwood in the head and murder him. After those comments were posted, the Central Florida Intelligence Exchange immediately started an investigation. They found the IP address the comments came from and notified the local police in South Brunswick, New Jersey. When the police arrived, Golden admitted he knew why they were there.
Is Richard here?
Yeah.
Can you have him come to the door, please? We'll discuss it in a second. South Brunswick Police.
South Brunswick Police.
Just so you know, we're audio visually recording.
Richard, recording.
Can you step down here, please?
What's up?
You're aware of what's going on?
Yeah, I think I saw you there.
What you talked about, yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to go back to headquarters. We'll do everything. And we also have a search warrant to search version for electronic devices.
Okay.
What's upstairs? Your computer?
Yeah. Can I get a
Shoes?
Yeah, shoes and a sweatshirt?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get that for you.
Well, pat him down. We'll have a seat, and then we'll go up to your room.
According to his mother, Golden didn't have a job, rarely ever left the house, and spent all his time on the internet. The police also had a warrant to confiscate any electronic devices in his bedroom.
Kind of smells like a gin locker in here, sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Meanwhile, Sheriff Mike Chitwood himself heard about the arrest and went to go visit Golden. In fact, Chitwood was there at the airport to greet Golden when he landed in Florida.
How you doing, Sheriff?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
All right.
I'm Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood. Anything, hope you enjoy your stay.
In a press conference about the threats, Chitwood called him a clown and didn't hold back. Here's a clown sitting in his bedroom who's indoctrinated by this and thinks the best way to solve the problem is to put a bullet in my head.
Here's a clown sitting in his bedroom who's indoctrinated by this bullshit and thinks the best way to solve the problem is to put a bullet in my head.
Golden was charged with the threat of serious bodily harm or death by written communication, which carries up to 15 years in prison. But he isn't the only one who was caught red-handed online. Senator who solicited minor on Craigslist. And our next perpetrator isn't a random 4chan user. It's a state senator. In 2017, former Oklahoma Senator Ralph Shorty was caught in a motel room with a 17-year-old boy. But according to Shorty, he had no idea any of this was wrong.
Told me when I first met him that he was 20. And so when they first got there, I didn't know what the issue was. Didn't know if it was, somebody trying to get in or what. So, I asked them, somebody that said it was a wellness check or something like that, and I said, hey, I'm fine. And they were persistent, and then I could finally see a badge on one of them, and then
the police received a tip from the teen's father, and when they arrived at the motel, the room reeked of marijuana, even though Shorty denied smoking any weed. In fact, Shorty had no idea why the police were there, and he kept to his story.
They said that there was a minor inside the room. Obviously, I had no idea when I first met this young man. He told me he was 20 years old. Like I said, we've been talking on the phone for a while. He, in fact, for a few months, he even told me that he went to California to try to get in the music industry or something. So that was when I opened the door. It just didn't make any sense to me why, there'd be
Police there.
Actually, what I asked him was, I said, are you a minor? And he said, no, let me go talk to them. I said, okay. And he went out there, and that's, I don't know what they talked about, but I asked him to check his ID. So again, I've never even thought to ask him for his ID. There's no reason to. So anyway, I guess after that, one of the men, Sergeant something, I can't remember his last name, he's bald. He lectured me quite a deal. At that point, I was, again, blood pressure. I had to sit down, couldn't even really, I don't even honestly remember what I said to him, a little bit, I think. And I just needed to not have a stroke. So I was caught off guard by that. I think they asked me at some point if they could search the room. I had my computer bag with me, and one of the men searched my computer bag as well as the room. As far as I know, there was nothing found. So that was that.
Okay. So they said pardon me. They said they smelled weed in the room. Were y'all smoking weed or anything?
I was not smoking weed.
Was there any in there?
No.
Okay.
Again, I asked them to search. They wanted to search my bag. So I don't remember. I think he needed a place to stay for the night. I think he had a bag with him. I don't know if they searched that. Okay. I did not.
According to the state senator, they were just in the motel room talking, but a search of the teen's tablet computer revealed the real reason. The police found a series of sexually explicit conversations between Shorty, using the fake name Jamie, and the teen on the mobile messaging app, Kik, including one where the teen asked for money for spring break and Shorty offered him cash in exchange for sexual favors and drugs. At one point, Shorty even called him baby boy. But there's more. A further investigation by the FBI uncovered that Shorty had used Craigslist in the past to send and receive child under a fake name. He also used the site to find casual encounters with young males. In fact, it was on Craigslist where he first met the teen. The two met up in 2016, and they allegedly had sex twice in Shorty's coffee shop in the year before they were caught. In the interrogation room, though, the senator continued to deny everything.
That's just absolutely not true. I did not show up there for any sexual thing.
Well, then there's also weed that was in a green plastic container, marijuana that was in a green plastic container with labels from Colorado. That was in the room.
Did you ever touch that bottle?
No.
So there's no way your fingerprints will be on it?
No.
Later in court, however, Shorty did plead guilty. He resigned shortly after his arrest, and his wife had filed for divorce earlier that year. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison on a child sex trafficking charge. Lying to the police, though, is a little different than outright taunting them. That was the case for 20-year-old Tanner Reinhardt of Ohio. With multiple warrants out for Reinhardt's arrest, the Newark Police Department posted his picture on Facebook. And for some reason, Tanner thought it would be a good idea to comment on the post himself. "Y'all almost had me the other day, you gotta be quicker than that," he wrote, egging on the police. That might not have been a good idea, and Reinhardt found out the hard way. 10 days later, Reinhardt jumped into a river to try and escape the cops again, but this time he wasn't fast enough.
Where's he at? Tanner! Get on the ground, now! Ready, I'm going in the river after him, it's slow enough.
And you can bet the Newark police had that Facebook comment in mind when they arrested him.
Guess you weren't fast enough today.
Since he'd escaped them before, mixed with his taunts on Facebook, the officers thoroughly enjoyed finally bringing him in, and they made sure he knew it.
You've been on like every news channel. All right.
We're gonna go back.
Just to fire back at him, the Newark police posted that picture to Facebook and tagged Reinhardt himself. While the police put the right man in cuffs there, our next man didn't even do anything wrong. Darren Watkins Jr., or better known on YouTube as iShowSpeed, has around 20 million subscribers. And in 2022, he was swatted. It's a form of harassment where someone deceives an emergency response unit to send the police to someone else's address. Watkins was live streaming when it happened and was understandably in complete shock when the police arrived.
What is going on?
Come on, step over here. We're gonna talk with you.
Go loud, bro. What did I do? Bro, press it. Press done. Press done. What did I didn't do nothing though.
We're going to explain.
Take a minute, listen. Someone in your name called. Hear me
here. You ready?
What did I do, bro?
You're gonna listen to me?
He's trying to explain it to
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna explain to him.
Back real bit.
Hey. It's good. We're filming too.
Bro, I didn't. Yo, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Let's
I
talk to
swear
him
I didn't
away
do
from
nothing, bro. Chill.
Away from
I
this
didn't
guy.
And we are going to do it. Okay. What's going on? That's what that is. You don't know what's going on? Yeah, it happened to his boy Aiden last night. Okay, so this is one of those silly things that people. Yeah. Well, and he didn't. You know who he is, right? I don't know who he is. I don't know any of that. Right now.
I don't care about it.
We don't care.
Well, I'm just letting you know that's the situation. Like that.
Okay.
He got swapped. That's what it is. Someone called him in. You can look on what.
No, I believe you. I believe that that's.
We've been live for the past 2 hours.
Live doing what? Waiting for this to happen?
No. Breaking a PS4. He plays video games live on the stream. Like I said, there's 100,000 people watching. Okay. That's what he does.
We're gonna shut that part down for right now.
We're gonna do that while we have a conversation.
Go chat. Spam L in the chat. They're making us turn it off. But we'll keep you out of there. This is mom calling.
Well, his dad's out front.
Yeah, we've talked to his dad out front.
His friend even picked up his phone and started recording before an officer quickly shut it down.
Bro, I didn't go, bro. Oh my God, bro. I swear I didn't do nothing, bro.
Come here. Come back here with me. I got
I
you.
didn't do shit.
As long as I can film it. You're gonna come back here with me.
I got you, but I want you to know that's why.
Watkins, though, was still in disbelief, and when the cops explained to him why he was in handcuffs, he knew what was really going on.
Listen to me. Someone called a 911 center and said, with your name, that you wanted to hurt your family and hurt yourself. So we came to make sure you're okay.
All right, just listen to me.
Okay.
I am a popular streamer. I am a YouTuber, okay?
Come on.
I have 10... Let me talk.
So guess what?
Okay, hold on,
If you're
wait.
good, you may be out of these cuffs, but relax.
Okay.
We're on your side.
All right.
We're here to make sure you're not going to harm yourself. Right?
All right.
Now,
just,
people
all right.
dox people, right?
Oh, yeah. All right,
Okay,
so
so
look,
maybe that's
let me
it.
talk, okay?
Come on.
I am a popular streamer. I have 10 million subs. You know what a streamer is, right?
Sure, I guess.
You know what a streamer is. Yeah, you ever heard of a streamer SWAT or whatever?
Okay, you got him? Hold us on. Yeah. Okay, so tell us about the streamer. What'd you say?
I didn't do nothing.
Were you trying to be funny?
No, I didn't do nothing.
Well, apparently someone called a help center out in Iowa and said, this address and I want to kill myself, my family.
No, he's lying. It's obviously a lie. It's a lie.
Well,
okay?
we're here to make sure, right?
Oh, yes.
Because of school shootings, right?
Yes.
Be on my side.
Yeah.
Work with me.
Yeah,
Right,
I understand.
imagine if, like, you have a son. Hear me out. Imagine you have a son, you love him so much, and then someone calls your house and says, my son's... They said you have a Glock, an AR-15, I want to shoot everybody.
Oh, that's...
All right, well, let's put you in the car, and then guess what?
All right. This is just y'all... Yeah, like, I'm trying to calm down, but it's like... It's overwhelming, right? Yeah, it's just a streamer spot. It's a streamer spot.
You think they tried to, like, trick you?
Yeah, this is streamer spot. They called, somebody called...
I know y'all been drinking
I know.
house.
Are you...
Exactly. I just told him that. Exactly. I keep telling you, I'm a famous
We're just trying to
YouTuber.
figure it out right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that much to... Exactly. This is prank call. I keep telling y'all, I can't really explain it to y'all because I'm probably older, but you know, it's just like, you know what Twitch is? Twitch, YouTube?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, you know, I'm famous, you know, and I'm popular, you know.
And they're probably upset, jealous, or something like that.
No, they're just trolls. Like, it's just common trolls.
Well, this was serious.
I know, but it's a call.
That's why we got to do our job.
Ironically, Watkins had fake called a cop to come to his house as a joke earlier in the live stream, but swatting has become a popular tactic to harass streamers. Fortunately for Watkins, he wasn't injured in the process. But for our last case, we go to a controversial TikToker who was trying to hurt someone. Meet Taylor Frankie Paul. She's a Mormon TikToker with 4 million followers. In 2022, the mom of two was in hot water for admitting to swinging, or swapping partners with those in her close-knit circle of friends. She went too far with one man, and it led to her husband, Tate Paul, filing for divorce. On February 17th of 23, police responded to a 911 call for domestic violence. They showed up on Paul's doorstep to find her arguing with her boyfriend, Dakota Mortensen.
You threw me in the garage!
Stop.
What's up?
I just want to be able to talk to you without you two bickering at each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, go ahead. Like, you can sit or whichever.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm Officer Rubebrecht with the Harriman Police Department.
Okay.
The neighbors called in saying they heard a bunch of yelling.
I'm sorry. I'm starting it.
So let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
T-Y-O-R.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
Okay, go ahead.
So Taylor, right?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Paul.
Do you need paramedics for anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Have you had a little bit too much to drink tonight? I can smell the alcohol pretty strong.
Sure, but not anything crazy. I went out on a girls' night and I came home. Safe driving.
Okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about, like, do I need to call paramedics to come check you out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
According to Mortensen, Paul was drinking that night and coming home from a girls' night out. Their argument started in the car as Mortensen confronted Paul about her drinking issue since the divorce. Their fight lasted several hours, and at one point Mortensen tried to leave, but Paul wouldn't let him.
All I've been trying to do for the last hour and a half is to leave. I mean, I'm just being bombarded, stealing my keys. She's jumping on my truck, slamming my doors. Like, I think my truck
is that your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like, she's on top of my truck jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want, let's go look at your truck.
I'm just like lost in words.
Mortensen explains Paul is going through a divorce, which may have led to her stress level. He also explains to police what led up to the argument.
That's what I was trying to explain. Is like, so she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her, and she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago, so it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship like really pretty soon after her divorce, and so that's why it's been hard. It's just been like a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
And yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where, it's hard for her, I think, to get help. You know, like she fights it.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to go home?
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't.
But that wasn't all. The police later discovered that Paul had done much more than that. The police found that she'd thrown pieces of furniture at Mortensen inside the house. Initially, it was her phone and a wooden playset, but that escalated to heavy metal chairs. After Paul threw her second chair, Mortensen warned her to stop since her 5-year-old daughter was there with him on the couch. She didn't listen, and the chair hit her daughter in the head. The child suffered a painful bump and was found throwing up in the home later on. Paul's violence didn't end there, though. She also kicked Mortensen, hit him, and had him in a chokehold. When the police found him, he had a laceration on his neck and swelling around his eyes and elbows. Still, Paul didn't understand why she was getting arrested at all.
I'm confused. So he pushed me and I'm under arrest? Why?
I can talk to you more about it.
That's fine, but I'm just curious why. Okay. I'm going to keep am I allowed to talk or not?
Yeah. You can just give me a second.
I'm the one to keep my phone, so why am I under arrest? So you're going against his word against mine, correct?
It's based on the evidence that I'm seeing at here tonight.
What's your evidence? Just curious.
Just all the stuff on the ground and you throwing things at him and all that.
Are we allowed to ask him, or is that not allowed? Because.
What do you mean by asking?
Because when he sees this, he's not going to agree to it.
After the cops arrested her, she was charged with domestic violence in the presence of a child, aggravated assault, child abuse, and criminal mischief. She later pled not guilty, and in a TikTok video confirmed that she had started therapy for her mental health. Unlike the other four, Paul's arrest wasn't solely because of the internet, but her fame on social media and the public controversy surrounding her personal life and divorce no doubt contributed to her deteriorating mental health. So the next time you go online and see an influencer with millions of followers, think twice before believing their life is perfect. And the next time you think you're anonymous online, think twice before you post. Because on the internet, everyone, to some extent, is trying to hide something.